Hi, I'm Torstein from Cinema Terror, and as with my recent other reviews, today I have another new horror film to review from my recent trip to the awesome horror film festival called Ramaskrik here in Norway. Today I have a Norwegian Christmas slasher film that are currently doing its rounds on the national cinemas. It's called Juleblod, or Juleblod, as is its original Norwegian title.
Får du døpa?
Nei, de ikke så forbanna mediekvinner.
Jo, visst faen er det meg. Jeg kan love deg at det blir trollpooling I kveld.
The movie is done by filmmaker Reinert, who I would say is the Norwegian answer to Eli Roth, just without any support at all by the Norwegian cinema fundings, whatever it's called. So he's the real deal when it comes to independent cinema, and you gotta give him props for being able to create movie after movie for 10 plus years, even if I haven't come across any output of his that I personally enjoy. While I didn't have high hopes for Juleblod, I was still hopeful that it would at least be entertaining, and the setting of the screening made everything ready for a fun night as the festival runners had set up an own special screening of the film in a typical old-school Norwegian barn. But sadly, even with this awesome setting and the director and main cast present, the screening turned disastrous due to the movie just being plain awful. The story of the film is quite simple, as it is about a Santa that goes on a killing spree every Christmas. He has a list of bad people he's out to get, but really he's just satisfied by putting his axe through anyone, regardless if they're innocent of wrongdoings or not. So a motive is not of importance for this old jolly chap. This Christmas, he has his eyes set on the house of a young girl who by chance just happens to have invited over a group of friends to party the night away at Christmas Eve. I guess these young girls don't celebrate Christmas the old-fashioned Norwegian way by eating smalahove with their families. Yeah, that is a Norwegian delicacy. No, we don't usually eat that on Christmas, and hell no, I don't eat that myself. At the same time as Santa is on his way to commit his murder spree upon these young people, a police procedure is going on with a detective working around the clock to try to figure out the mind of this bloodthirsty Santa Claus and stuff like that. I'm honestly not sure why this detective part of the story is even in this movie, as it has no business being part of a Christmas slasher and does not do anything for the story or the entertainment value of this movie in the first place. I think the idea of Juleblod is that it is supposed to be a fun horror comedy, but it fails as it does not have a fun tone running through it. At times you wonder if you are supposed to take this film actually serious or not, as some scenes are filmed with a serious tone to it before it jumps to a new scene that I guess was supposed to be humorous. It's an absolutely tone-deaf movie that are far from being scary, entertaining or fun. Instead of doing something fun with the Christmas setting, it introduces drama between the characters, and since we don't give a fuck about any of them, it just becomes annoying and hard to pay attention to. It even goes so far as trying to achieve laughs from a scene where a drunk girl is being raped. It just comes off vile and juvenile, and this is coming from a guy who has previously watched and reviewed 2 movies out of the rape zombie franchise. There is just nothing to grab onto on this film. Even the few scenes with some gore to it are handled absolutely poorly. You couldn't even give us some good gore to enjoy for fuck's sake. If I have to say anything positive about this film, then I guess I could say that one of the main actresses, Marte Sæteren, is quite lovely to look at, and I do cheer whenever I see the logo from Another World Entertainment pop up on the screen, but that's it. Everything else there is just boring, horrible and worthless. I wish I was sitting here praising a new horror film from Norway and could recommend everyone to go out and support independent Norwegian horror cinema, as this is not only done by a guy who absolutely deserves praise for being able to keep producing genre picture with little help, but it's just not something I can do. Juleblod is awful, and the only good thing I can say about it is that I did like it more than Reinert 2009 exploitation movie Horror, but that says more about that film than it does about this one. If you do enjoy his previous films, then by all means I hope you do enjoy this one as well. I can't with a good heart recommend this movie to anyone else than his die-hard fans. Juleblod is terrible, and the only reason why I'm not giving it the absolutely bottom score is because I didn't have high hopes for it in the first place, so it never had the power to make me annoyed enough to hate it. With that being said, Juleblod only gets a score of 1 out of 5. So that was Juleblod. Anyone else seen this or any of Reinert other movies? I would be very interested in hearing of what people from other places in Norway think of his films, so if you have seen one or more of them, then go ahead and let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. As always, subscribe if you like this review, even if you dislike doing negative ones, and make sure to check out my other stuff. Have a nice evening, and thank you for watching.